Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So today we're going to be covering a few things that I have missed over the weekend. Well, at least things that I haven't spoke to you guys about over the weekend, because of course I was up in Sunderland. I've just returned home this morning, sat down, and we're going to go over everything. We have the signing of Jacques, of course. We had the, I'm going to take it as a victory against Rangers, even if it was only 45 minutes. And a little bit more about the new kit as well, because of course whilst I was up in Sunderland I managed to get my hands on it. I haven't bought it, which probably leads you to a certain decision on whether I do like it or not. I haven't bought it, but I'm going to go through that a little bit in a bit more depth about what I think about it, because I know that a lot of you guys are on the fence. A lot of people on social media who I've given my opinion to about the kit after seeing it in person have now kind of moved from on the fence to not getting it, which, you know, I'm not trying to say everyone's going to hate it, but we'll get into it later on. But firstly, the signing of Jacques Clarke, that was announced on Saturday. At the time, I was already several pints deep and very happy to see the news, of course, because I'm a fan of Jacques Clarke, you see, because, you know, Jacques Clarke is one of them, again, he can be very frustrating. When he first signed, I thought he looked really good, then he went through a patch of being really frustrating, very predictable. Now, I was having this conversation over the weekend with people. The word predictable, when describing particularly an attacking player, it always seems like a negative, and it doesn't have to be. You know, because his one move was trying to take it down the wing or try and cut inside constantly. The only time he didn't and actually used his left foot ended up being the assist in the semi-final, of course, that took us to Wembley. You know, against Sheffield Wednesday away from home in the second leg. But apart from that, he was constantly trying to shift in from left to right, and he was losing it every single time, or a lot of the time, and it's becoming very predictable. But it doesn't have to be negative. If you are that good at that thing you're doing, if that action that is predictable, if you're good enough at it that the opposition can't do anything about it, it doesn't matter. Prime example, Riyad Mahrez, of course, completely different level, completely different class. But if you look at 99.9% of his goals, he shifts from right to left every single time. But if you're that good at it, the defender can't do jack shit about it. Do you know what I mean? If you're that good about it, if you're that good at it, it doesn't matter whether he's predictable or not, because the defender can't do anything against it. But if Jacques Clarke does hone his skills and improve, you know, that one trick, it can come off. I'm trying to scrape at things from here, but yeah. So being predictable doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but when you're predictable and not great at that predictable action, which he wasn't at times, cutting in from left to right, and that's when there's a problem. But there is so much potential within the side, and it's on a 4-year deal. He's only a young lad, you know. He's so direct and positive on the ball, and yes, I don't mind if players are going for it and they lose the ball. It happens. That's fine. But, you know, shaking it up a little bit, or just in general improvement, that's what I like to see, and I think we will see that, because towards the back in the last season, so many players were completely different beasts. You know, once Alex Neil managed to really get his teeth into him and sink his claws into him. But we'll have a look over the statement from the club regarding Jacques Clarke. Sunderland AFC is delighted to announce the signing of Jacques Clarke. The 21-year-old has completed a move from Tottenham Hotspur for an undisclosed fee and returns to the Stadium of Light on a 4-year deal. Clarke joined SAFC on loan in January 2022 and impressed throughout the second part of the campaign, playing an integral role in the club's promotion to the Sky Bet Championship. The winger made 20 appearances for the lads, including the Black Cats' playoff final victory over Wycombe Wanderers at Wembley Stadium, and directly contributed to 5 goals. Born in York, Clarke already has 43 championship appearances under his belt for Leeds United, Stoke City and QPR, and he becomes the lads' second summer recruit following the arrival of Daniel Ballard from Arsenal. Upon returning to Wayside, Clarke said, "I'm absolutely delighted to be back because I really enjoyed my first time here, or should I say, enjoyed my time here last season. It felt right to return, and after winning promotion to the Championship last season, I'm excited to play my part in the next step of the journey, or our journey. We have a good balance in the squad and a great bond in the dressing room, so I believe we can continue to progress as a team and enjoy another successful season." Alex Neil added, "Jack is a player with huge potential. We had him last season and I think he grew stronger and stronger as the season went on. But the most important thing for him is that he is now our player. He has obviously got quality, but what he needed to do was find a home, and we have managed to provide that. Jack enjoys it here, and for us, we are pleased to have the deal across the line as it adds another attacking option." So yeah, as Jack alludes to there, you know, there's a bond in that dressing room now, and I keep on saying that in previous videos. Yes, it was League One last season, but we have the core of a winning spirit then, a team spirit that I feel that you really need to be a successful team. You know, yes, granted, as I say, it was in League One, but, you know, keeping on the likes of Patrick Roberts, getting Pato down on a long-term deal. You've got Clarke there now. I know Diaku, I'm not his biggest fan in the world, but now he's sticking around. So we've just got this core of the team that was there last season. We're sealing them down for long-term deals, or at least for a bit longer. You're Bailey Wright as well, of course. So you have that spine of the team that got Sunderland a win at Wembley. Do you know what I mean? In the playoff final in League One. So that's really good to keep that bond and keep that, because they've gelled so much, to keep them there and take that up into the Championship, see how it goes. I think that proves to be vital. I think that could be very, very important. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with the signing of Jacques Clarke. So now we did take on Rangers, albeit for 45 minutes because there was a floodlight. There was a problem with the floodlight. Apparently they did actually get the floodlight back on, but then they still decided to postpone the game anyway, which was a frustrating one. But in the 45 minutes we did see, by this point I was in and out of consciousness almost with how drunk I was, but I did see bits and pieces, and I'd have rewatched large chunks of that half anyway since then. And I was really pleased with what I saw, to be honest. I was really pleased with what I saw, even if it might have been through one eye like this. It was. I was really, really pleased with what I saw. I think we just looked really structured. And I've said, for pre-season, of course, you want to go into the next season with a winning mentality and a bit of momentum. But games like this, against a team like Rangers, well, I wouldn't have been massively bothered if we lost. Only as long as I saw and I could see what Alex Neil's trying to implement. Do you know what I mean? If there was a certain style of play, a certain system, I would have been fine with that. But what we did see, we were so solid and sort of unified and structured, as I say, dangerous going forward as well. Bollard looked brilliant at the back. O'Nien played in the back two. Well, it was back four with O'Nien and Bollard in there. Hume started as well. Some good performances in there. Dan Neil got himself on the... Well, Dan Neil started. I think Alex Neil, his frustration was he would have liked to mix it up at half-time, as you generally do, and pre-season get plenty of minutes in, and now they're behind because of this. And of course we do take on Roma very shortly, so that's going to be another really big test, and it's going to be difficult now for Alex Neil to judge these minutes that have been lost in that game against Rangers. But we did get the goal anyway. We did beat Rangers in that 45 minutes. Luke O'Nien, there's a ball into the back post. He was completely unmarked. He sort of chested it, and then on the sort of half volley, he's put it into the back of the net. But we looked really good. We looked really confident, and it was really good to see. Really good to see, because we could have easily just caved. These are a good quality side, Rangers. Europa League finalists. So it was good, and I think that'll lift the lads as well. Because sometimes, when you get promoted from a league like League One, you might think, you might not believe in yourself and think, we were all right for League One. But no, anything above that might be a bit much. But they've shown it, and they've proved to themselves that they can hit a certain level, and we haven't even got started yet. Do you know what I mean? So all very, very positive. But onto I say negative, but that's only because it's my opinion. The kit. Okay, so the kit now. I went to look at the kit twice, actually, over the course of the weekend, because I was so undecided. When I first saw it, I thought, no, not for me. When I first saw it, when I walked in to the shop store, I thought, maybe. Then I tried it on, I felt the material, I looked at everything is stick-on now. Even the Nike badge isn't embroidered, that's a stick-on. I know, people complain that, their badges, that they fell off and they peeled off. Mine actually never did that, but I know that it has happened to other people. But for me, it just looks so tacky. And even the material itself, I just don't like the feel of the material. And I put it on, and the fitting wasn't particularly nice. Just really loose, like baggy, and everything was stick out. It just felt very, very tacky, and I just thought to myself, if someone did buy this and then the wash, that badge come off or the other badge come off, it would just look like a bog standard Sunday League kit. It really would. It just didn't look like there was too much love and care that had gone into it. So for me, it's going to be the first time in a good while that I'm going to miss out on the home kit. I might wait until the back end of the season where it goes on sale or something. Do you know what I mean? And maybe pick it up then. But it's not looking likely for me, guys. It just isn't for me. So for those of you on the fence and you wanted my opinion, I know it's not the Beal and Nando, it's only my opinion. Sort of other people I've seen, they absolutely love it, which is great for them. But yeah, for me, it just isn't for me. But yeah, so that's just a roundup of everything that has happened over the weekend. I hope you guys are well. And a quick thank you, I saw so many of you guys up in Sunderland. A lot of the time, when I kept my end of the bargain, I was drunk, so I do apologise for that. But yeah, even on, I think it was Friday night, after o'clock in the morning, I was playing street football, roaming the streets of Sunderland drunk, and I ran into some of you guys then, which is quite funny. But yeah, thank you to Rog from the tavern. Great man. He's become a really good mate of mine. see him every time I go up there. We had a good drink on Saturday. Matthew Lead as well from SAFC Fans React. We had a good night on the Friday night, and Saturday night I can barely remember seeing him, but apparently I was with him. But yeah, so it was just a class weekend, and I can't wait to go back up, of course, for the opener of the Championship against Coventry. So anyway, guys, you let me know in the comments down below what you think about the signing of Jack Clarke. What did you make of the 45 minutes against Rangers, and the kit as well? Have you guys got your hands on the kit? Do you like it? Do you not? Let me know in the comments down below. But we are so close for 15,000 subscribers. So close. I think we're like 2 subs off like 14,900 now. So if you're watching, you enjoy, but you just haven't subscribed yet, just click it. It's free. And if you don't like me down the line and you hate me, you might do. You never know. You can unsubscribe. Completely free. Completely your choice. But either way, you take care and stay jammy.